with another episode of Heather Wood. Jingle ball bell. Okay. Anyway.
Christmas is over, babe.
I know. Thank God. What's up, everybody? We're back. As you guys know, this podcast is brought to you by the Heather Presley, the one and only stop shop for your bods. Can that be a new thing? Stop shop for your bods.
Yeah.
Yeah. We have that discount code still going for you guys because we love you guys so much. If you notice on our social platforms, it's like 20% off right now. So you guys are getting 60% off the entire website. No minimum order, free shipping over $100. And speaking of that, well, let me give you the discount code. It's 2023. But we got an order from a girl named Nikki Ramos. Shout out to you in Ventura. She wrote a cute message. You know, if you order from us, you can write us little notes, which I've only seen a handful of times in the years that we've been doing this. But she put, love the podcast with a heart. How cute is that?
Yeah, that's dope.
That's super cute. And she actually ordered my favorite items from the website. So shout out to you, girlfriend.
And there was a lot of listeners since the last show that jumped on and took advantage of that 60% off. I mean, there's like several, which is awesome. So they all came after the show dropped on Tuesday. So
make sure you awesome. Write me a note so I can see it. I think that's so cute.
You can shout.
Write Nick a note too. Don't make him feel left out.
No, because then he's going to give you a bunch of free stuff. Don't write it.
Watch what happens. Fuck around and get half this damn warehouse to yours.
Oh, my gosh.
I bet someone's going to do that now. They're going to order one thing and be like, this one's for you, Nick. Bitch, you're getting 50 things right now.
In fact, it's coming in the mail to you. You get leggings.
Don't say that.
Nick.
Then they're not going to do it.
Okay, something really funny that I thought about. And Gord, I want to hear your opinion. What's your opinion on women wearing makeup? Like, have you watched makeup videos before? Like,
they all wear makeup.
I saw one the other day that was something like, it was like, check out this transformation. And like let's just say that she wasn't that cute. And then she went through this little makeup transformation thing. And then all of a sudden, like, she looked like a showgirl. And I was like, see, that's just trickeration. You know, poor guys.
Yeah.
So it was way over the top.
The thing about that, though, is a lot of it is they put all this makeup on and then they have all these filters on that makes it look all smooth and clean and they look pretty. But, dude, we watched one. I don't know if you remember this. We watched one of like a 75-year-old woman that was like wrinkled really bad. Remember, she did her makeup. And I'm going to be honest with you. I was like, God damn.
I need that ass.
Yeah, she gets some. No.
There's nothing worse as a dude than getting tricked by the makeup and then waking up next morning next to a fucking Yeti.
Yeah,
Story time. Let's hear it. Come on.
Yeti, just be the Yeti, you know, like.
Come on.
Because remember, we saw that one. We saw that one where, and I'm not making fun of this or anything, but she had like scars all over. Like, remember, something happened to her face, and after she did her makeup, you couldn't see any of it.
I think it was like acne scars, but they were really bad.
Yeah. Story time for what?
Come
Waking
on.
up to a Yeti?
Yeah, let's hear it.
Which one do you want to hear?
I want to hear it.
I haven't had a lot. I'm going to be honest with you. I've been pretty like whatever, but I have.
Oh, no. Say it. Say it loud and proud.
I'll say the worst one I ever had. Okay. You want that?
Oh,
yep.
Is it the ghetto one?
Which one?
Like,
I don't know which one you're talking about. So there was this one night. I was like 19 and it was maybe 18, whatever. And we did ecstasy. I don't know if I should be saying that on here, but
out of all the things that we have said on here, that's what you're questioning.
I think everybody's done it, but I did ecstasy and I was downtown at the clubs, and that's when it used to be like really cool down there. And I was really fucked up. Okay. And I mean, I was still living with my parents.
We don't need an excuse.
Okay.
You were sober
I was.
And very
now
happy
I
to
was.
do what you're about to say. You did.
And there's someone can actually back me up on this story because but anyways, I'm leaving the downtown and I'm like way fucked up. And the whole time I was there, I was like dancing with this chick and like everybody kind of left us alone. I don't know why, but they're just like, I don't remember anybody really talking to me. I was just with her. And then I couldn't take her back to my parents' house because I was so fucked up. So I went to my sister's apartment. She used to live in Oildale in this apartment with when Caden was like first. I don't even think Caden was like not even a year old.
And you were 19?
I was like 18. He was born in 2000.
Okay.
2000 maybe. So I was maybe 19, I guess.
Okay.
So anyways, I take her back to my sister's house and I'm tore up. and we
Wait, hold on. Was your sister there?
She was there.
And she was cool?
She was cool with it.
She was like, come on, you guys want some water?
No, she
Some
didn't.
orange
She just,
juice
I
to
just
keep
said,
it
hey,
going?
I'm fucked up. Can I just stay on the couch? And I got a friend. She's like, I'd never done it before, never did after. And so we just went at it, you know, all night and whatever. And then I remember like the ecstasy like wore off and we were like still up from the night before and it started to become daylight outside. And I'm going to tell you right now, fuck, dude. It was rough.
What?
The ecstasy wore off and I was like, holy shit, I can't believe I brought her back here. I can't believe like what just, I mean, it was.
Was
yeah.
it because her makeup was coming off or she just
Makeup was coming off, you know,
with?
like, you know, you figure you have a long night of ecstasy and you're sweating and you're, you know what I mean? Like, and then not only that, it doesn't look good anyways, because you're she was like kind of like whacked out from the ecstasy and she's like had this like thing going on. I was like, oh my God, I got a fucking monster in here, dude. Like it was crazy.
I'm in love with a monster.
Yeah, that was it. That was it.
Okay, wait. Did your sister see her in the morning?
She did.
What? I gotta know what she said.
No,
'cause,
she didn't see her in the morning. She
Oh.
saw her at night, and she didn't fucking warn me, and it pisses me off because to this day she still fucks with me about it. She just brought it up not that long ago. Remember that goblin you brought to my house that day?
Your sister saw her in the morning and opened the slider to let her out and go to the bathroom.
No,
She was that
she
ugly.
didn't, because at like 5 a.m, when the day started coming, I was like, hey, you got to go because my nephew's going to be up soon.
You're gonna scare him.
I just yeah.
Wait, how did she go home though?
She drove.
Oh, she drove you guys back to
Yeah.
your sister's? Oh, so you didn't have a car?
No.
Or you didn't drive the car then?
Yeah.
Oh, I see. Okay. All right.
Yeah, but I haven't had.
Okay, wait. Did she have a nice body?
I'm going to be honest with you. I don't even remember. Like no,
Yeah.
she didn't.
Was she chunky?
No,
Oh,
she
okay.
just wasn't like. To be honest with you, I just remember the face was scary.
Okay.
Her face scared me. It was
She
like
had
I was
she
having
had
sex.
butterface.
It was like I was having sex with what I'm looking at Gordy right now. That's what it looked like. What Gordy looks like right now. Wait, talk so everybody can see what you look like.
She had like that.
Yeah,
Ah,
she had that right there. Because the camera will switch to him when he talks.
winking her eyes and
Yeah,
twitching from ecstasy. Yeah.
yeah,
Okay,
it was
did
bad.
she get
dude.
your number?
Fuck no.
Okay,
Not to
did
be
you
mean.
use
That
a
was
condom?
mean. I shouldn't have
Did
said
you use
that.
a condom?
Yeah,
And you never saw her again?
I never saw. I might have saw her. I just didn't recognize her because she had makeup on. I don't remember the fucking.
Wait, were you with like friends when you were down there?
I was.
Did they make fun of you? Were they
Yeah,
like,
they did.
what about the
They were like, dude, you were like all about her, and we were all just watching you. Like, what the fuck is he doing, dude?
Wow.
It's crazy. X will do some bad stuff.
And your boys never let that shit down either.
Fuck no, they're not my friends
Ever.
anymore. Fuck them.
Oh my gosh.
What's another story? Do you have
Another one. I don't know. You haven't had one?
No,
No.
no, I've never got fucked off and like went with a random person.
You just had that top notch dick.
I had that top notch, but yep.
Okay, whatever. No, to be honest with you, I haven't had a lot.
Did I tell you guys the El Pollo Loco story already on the podcast?
I don't think so.
What was that?
No.
Wait, hold on. Can I say something, Gordy?
What?
have you ever had one of those moments?
Oh yeah. No,
Okay.
like I said,
Oh,
it's like-
Oh, no.
usually it happens like after a wedding, like when you were younger and you go to like your buddy's wedding and you hook up
Yeah.
with a bridesmaid and then your next morning you're like, who the fuck are you?
Yeah.
Like this
Oh,
isn't
shit.
the person that I showed up with. Like their hair extensions fell out, they're like on the
Yeah.
nightstand,
And they had a hard night of drinking, so they're just
oh my
not
god,
doing
and
good.
they'll look
Yeah.
like fucking Bigfoot. Like, yeah.
Yeah.
You're like, what happened? Then you look at the wedding picture and you get out, you're like, yeah, that's what she looked like on the wedding picture.
Say it in that
That's
voice.
not what she looks like.
Say it in that voice. But
Hey, Gordy.
tell Gordy you had a nice night in that
Oh,
voice.
it's such a good night with you, Gordy.
Like, you gotta go. Don't ever come back here again. You gotta go.
And they're like, you drove me here. You're like, back then you didn't have fucking Uber. You're like, God dang, I got
$20
drive this chick
call
home.
a taxi. Yeah, $20
Yeah.
call a taxi. No, there is a time you have to drive them home because before Uber.
Yeah,
Kids these days got it so easy. Jesus.
I know. Because they can get the Uber set up right when they start having sex, and then when they're finished in 10 minutes, they're like, the Uber's outside waiting for you.
Oh, that
Yeah.
hurts my feelings.
Marcos and his Hondo Civic is waiting for you
Yeah.
outside.
Yeah, I paid for it. It's on me.
All done. Yeah, I already tipped them too. Don't try to add extra.
Yeah.
I was we were watching like a TikTok video, I think, and it was this girl putting on makeup, and Nick was like losing his mind because it's like face paint. He was
It
like,
pisses me
"What
off.
the hell is
I don't
this?"
like it. Like you see these girls putting on makeup and it's so much makeup. And even whether it makes them look better or makes them look different, that's whatever. But why, like, oh my God, how do
There's
you
no
get all that
difference.
off of
let me
you?
say, it's not like they're doing some like magical artistic design. They were just putting on like foundation and contour.
What about
and
14 layers of foundation?
Dude, that's what I'm saying. And, they wipe those lines. They're like lines here, lines here, lines here, and then they rub it in. Then they put lines here, and then they put different colors of lines, and then they rub those in. And it's like
There's no difference
crazy.
between a woman putting on that much makeup to totally change her appearance and someone basically being a drag queen.
I
The
agree.
same concept.
It looks the same.
Identical. It
Yeah,
just
you just don't
one's
have a
rocking
dick.
with the package
Yeah,
and one is not. There's
Yeah.
no difference. It's the same shit.
yeah, it's crazy. Wow, I'm surprised.
It ain't
You
right.
had some bangers in your life, huh? I never had any non-bangers.
I
Yeah.
gotta think about that one.
Can I say a really funny story that happened real quick? And I hope you weren't going to talk about this, but
Please. I hope
I'm going
it
to bring it up.
What was it? What?
So we went to, I don't know where we were, but anyways, we went somewhere and Heather, before we left, told Haley, our little girl, said, Haley, can you go get something for me in my room?
Oh my
And
God, you guys!
so she goes into the room.
It was
to
something
get,
pink.
it was something pink that she needed. And she said, can you get my pink this in the room? And Haley's like, yeah. So Haley comes back, puts it in her bag, and we drive off. And then she went in her bag to look for it, and it was her pink suckerfish. She put her pink suckerfish in her purse.
Wow.
Yeah.
What did you tell her to go get?
It doesn't matter, but it was something. It looked similar, but it wasn't
Yeah.
that. It was something else.
Yeah.
It's just sitting out there on the nightstand like it's a paperweight?
Yeah. It is. Dude.
like
No.
like
It
right
is,
next to the
hey,
remote
it
control?
is. It is sometimes. She does. Well, it's out all the time.
The
you know?
worst is when I had a different one, and Blake's like, "Is this a massager for your neck?" Picks it up,
Yeah.
puts it on his neck. I want to die.
Well, we've got a variety of vibrators at our house.
No.
Remember we were watching that stand up? We were watching I can't remember his name. You know the redheaded stand up that's always with Bobby Lee? You know what I'm talking about?
Oh,
The red,
yeah.
Santori, I think. Something Santori or something.
Is it Nick Santori?
Something like that.
Yeah.
But
Nick
he was doing a
Santori.
podcast and he was talking about how this guy, he's like, this guy, him and his wife, they were playing around and she had a little bullet vibrator, and she's like, we tried it out a little different, and we put it up, and he put it up his ass, and they're like, let's, to try something different, and he's like, they were putting it in, and then it just like sucked all the way in. And he's
Oh,
like,
no.
and it got lost in his butthole, right? And it was still on, like, and so he's like, the funniest part to me of the joke is he goes, he went to the hospital. He's like, yes, he went, instead of killing himself, he went to the hospital. Basically, and walks in there, and he said he could just, they're like, go sit down on that metal table or that table over there. It's like, nope, it's going to sound worse, because you're going to hear it vibrating off the table. It's actually really funny. It's a new one on Netflix if you get a chance to see it. And we're not advertising for him, even though we're the number one podcast.
Speaking about Netflix, we just watched The Hitchhiker. Did you watch that?
I have not. I just started Hey Pepsi, Where's My Jet?
Oh, you haven't watched it all?
I'm through 2 episodes.
Is it good?
4. It is good.
Okay, I haven't seen it. I
Yeah.
want to see it.
It brings you back to your days of the 90s when the
Yeah.
cola wars were a big thing.
Yeah. Have you seen the previews for the Hitchhiker one?
I don't think so.
Do you remember the guy? You'll remember it probably. This went viral a long time ago. It was that long-haired guy, and he was like a surfer-looking dude. Kai the Hatchet slinging.
Oh, yeah.
Remember him? And
In Fresno.
In Fresno.
Yeah.
Remember the guy was like, he was driving in a car with a guy. The guy was all like whatever. He thought he was going to kill people. He wanted to kill black people or something. And so he saw a black person and he like ran him over and almost he got him pinned into a thing. He tried to run more people over. Well, then he got out. And then these 2 ladies tried to stop him, and the hatchet guy pulled a hat. He's a homeless guy. Pulled his hatchet out and started whacking him. And remember, there was that viral video where he's like, fucking smash, smash, smash. And that's how he says it on the TV. He's like brutal. He's like talking about
Yeah.
Dogtown and surfing. And it was a crazy story. But yeah, if you get a chance to watch it, like, I guess she's going to tell you about it. So it doesn't matter anyways.
I mean, you just kind of like.
No,
spit it all out
do you
there.
remember that video of that kid though?
I'm trying
Yeah.
to pull it up.
Yeah, you remember.
It's so.
The story
funny.
is crazy. You got to watch the story
Yeah,
of
because
this.
it's a trip. Like
It is.
I'm sorry, but if you're listening, you have to stop what you're doing. Leave work. You're sick.
Yeah.
I'll give you a doctor's note. You got to go home and watch it.
It's good. I mean, the guy was this close. If he wasn't a fucking nut job, he was this close to being a multimillionaire because everybody wanted a piece of him.
Yeah, because
Wow.
he was hard to get a hold of because he was
Yeah,
homeless.
he was homeless.
Huh. Yeah, that's always a problem.
And then he ended up being crazy was probably the other part.
Probably the
Part of
main
it.
part.
Yeah, he didn't
like-
he didn't have
and
it in
his
him.
real name isn't even Kai, which I thought
No,
was
it's
crazy.
different. And it was like, it's a crazy story though. You should watch it. I'm gonna watch that Pepsi one though, probably tonight. I've been wanting to
Yeah,
watch
it's pretty
that.
good. It's basically, yeah, those guys, Pepsi messed up and they ran an ad about those
Yeah.
Pepsi points. And at the end, they had a Harrier jet and it said, Harrier jet, 7 million Pepsi points.
Yeah.
And like, they didn't put like a disclaimer underneath it. And so this kid is like,
He had to-
okay,
yeah, he had to get
I'm going to
it.
get a jet.
Yeah.
And then he realized he could buy 10 cents on the dollar. I think he could buy Pepsi points. And so he did the math. And so he could have got the jet for $700K, found an investor, send a letter to Pepsi and said, where's our $32 million jet? Here's our
Holy
$700,000.
shit.
Yeah. So
Didn't they end
anyway,
up getting it?
I don't know yet. I can't remember. And I'm
Yeah.
halfway through the series. So
Yeah,
I
you know
don't
what's
wanna
cool
spoil it.
about that is that probably really is like a kind of like a going back in time on that because
It was pretty cool. And I will say
Yeah.
this. They interviewed and of course Cindy Crawford was at the forefront of this in the 90s, right? They interviewed her. She is 54, 55 years old now.
Yeah.
Still banging.
dude,
Dude, she is looking
Cindy
good.
Crawford was
Still banging. She probably has 14 pounds of
But-
makeup on too, to our earlier point. But she
no,
is still
yeah,
banging.
probably does now, but back then she was pretty,
Yeah, no, she is just still looking like she could sell some Pepsi these days, boy.
Someone just walk in. Oh, wait, so she was on the documentary right now.
The interviewer, yeah.
Oh,
The interviewer.
yeah, I haven't seen her in a long time.
Looking good.
I'm gonna have to look her up, babe. Why don't you look her up real quick?
Because I know you're gonna look her up later when we get home.
Yeah.
Make mistakes, you lovable, and it doesn't matter your looks,
It's a
skills, your
hitchhiker
age,
video.
your size, or anything. You're worthwhile. No one could ever take that away from you.
Oh, that wasn't even it. I want you guys to hear the wham wham part
I wanted to hear it.
because it's
With the hatchet,
Oh, here it is.
fucking move that shit. Otherwise
okay.
you
Wait,
bleed
hold on.
out.
Let me rewind it a little bit. Oh my god, here.
He's like, you know what? I come to realize I'm Jesus Christ and I can do anything I fucking want to.
He's talking about the
And
driver.
Watch this. Bam! And he smashed into this fucking guy right there. Pinned him in between that fucking truck. And so I hop out. I look over, the guy's pinned there. I mean, like, freight train riders know this. Like, if you get pinned between something, do not fucking move that shit. Otherwise, you bleed out. Like, motherfucker, I ran in, I grabbed the keys. He's fucking sitting there like nothing even happened. And like fucking like, man, if you started driving that car around again, man, there would have been a hell of a lot of bodies around here. Fucking, I hop on out, and so I grabbed the bag, I threw it over by that pole right there, and then fucking buddy gets out, and these two women are trying to help him. He runs up and he grabs one of them, man, like a guy that big can snap a woman's neck like a pencil stick. So I fucking ran up behind him with a hatchet, smash, smash, smash.
So mash.
The lady said you saved her life. She was the one who got grabbed by that fucker. You know what?
You know, just so you know, this is on live television
Fox
news.
News.
Him talking like that. Can you believe that?
That's awesome.
Hilarious.
It's
That's
wonderful.
awesome. Did you see that recent clip of live TV when Charles Barkley accidentally said asshole?
Yeah, I did.
Oh my god! And those inside the NBA dudes just kept rolling on talking
Yeah.
about asinine and assets and
Yeah.
oh, that was fantastic. And Shaq said, "I'll pay your FCC fine." Chuck, say it again.
That's funny.
Oh, fantastic!
Yeah.
So let's play a game.
Oh, I love games. We should be doing more games on here.
It's not really a game. We're just gonna play like a what would you take?
Okay.
So there's a lot of different scenarios. Your house
Ask
is
Gordy
on
first.
fire,
Ask Gordy first.
your neighborhood's flooded, a tornado's coming, your neighbor's house is on whatever. You have to evacuate your home. What do you take with you? Now, keep in mind, put yourself in the scenario, not just like my phone, my wallet. Like, you are in the midst of crisis and you have to evacuate within a really short amount of time. Like, what do you grab on the top of your head? Because you don't have time to think in that moment, right? So what do you take?
1 hard drive of photos and guns. That's it. We're good.
Yeah.
Next question.
I was just gonna say,
Not the world is ending. More of
So?
but I agree with him. I wouldn't take anything. I wouldn't be trying to grab TVs. I would grab my laptops, that I have stuff on that we need for stuff. But and my gun, but the safe is fireproof. So I mean, I really nothing. I don't know.
Everything we that's
you get all that shit back in insurance anyways, whether you grab it or don't. It's ruined. So
that's why it's crazy when I see these videos, like the flood videos or tornadoes or hurricane people, and they're evacuating with like trailers full of shit. It's like, what are you doing? Like, that's not,
leave.
Like, just bounce. Or, I know a lot of people and live in an area, a lot of people have horses, and they're like, oh my God, what do we do with the horses? You turn them loose. Like, that's what you do with horses. You let them go. They will find their way back to you one day or whatever, but you let them go. If you try to hook up a horse trailer and are worrying about where you're going to put these glue factory animals at, like, it's going to be a problem and slow you down. Like, you let them go. They will survive. They are animals.
Yeah.
Like, it's crazy. But
whether they get back to you or not, they'll find a way to survive.
Yeah, they'll find a way to survive. And then again, it's an insurance claim, right? You lost your horse in the fire or whatever. Like, so yeah, it's nuts when I see people like all kinds of stuff. Like, literally, just give me some.
Can you do an insurance claim if you lose your cats?
Your cats?
I wish they could.
What are they worth?
Well,
cats are free. You can find cats on the side of the road. Cats are free.
You know what my wife would grab? Her fucking vibrator collection.
Well, no, just my suckerfish.
Yeah, the suckerfish.
Maybe some clothes. Like extra change of clothes, probably, for sure.
Sitting in a shelter in the background.
You know it.
Yeah.
That's not the air conditioner in this giant shelter.
You know what I want to? You know what I want to try? Yeah. You know what I want to try? I want to get you those vibrating panties and see if they work.
No.
Yeah, I want to go somewhere with you wearing those vibrating panties. See if I can make you come out in a restaurant or something.
It's never gonna happen.
Yeah, I know it won't. What if you manipulate your clit to where it's right on it, though? Maybe.
No, I'm just saying I wouldn't be comfortable doing that.
Oh, okay. What if we just do it at home?
No, I don't trust you.
What? You can have the buttons. I'm not saying.
Well, then what's the fun in that?
Okay, I would do it.
But I don't trust you. You'd buzz my clit right off and flop on the ground and be all like sassy.
Babe, nobody buzzes it harder than you, so don't even try it out with me. No way.
Don't put that on my head.
Yeah.
Rude.
Oh man. Wow.
Are you still able to get? I thought you couldn't get those little blueberry things anymore. Are you still using bootleg versions or what?
We stocked up.
What is it? Oh no, it's not. It's over with. Which I'm so glad. I'm not even getting into it.
Gordy, you guys don't use toys, huh?
Don't use what?
Toys? Wifey?
Not really. Not like you creeps.
Gordy, can I ask you something though? Did you try the thing I told you to have the 2 orgasms?
Not got around to that one yet.
God damn it, Gordy! Stop. Can you
explain it again? Because I
listen.
I feel like I need written instructions. And
okay, I'm going to text it to you when I get a phone back.
I'm going to write it on my hand right now. I'm going to write it on my hand.
As you're going, okay,
oh, God.
You have your orgasm. You don't continue after the orgasm's done. So you know how you get to that moment where you're like, you have the orgasm, then you start shooting the stuff out?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Detailed.
Okay,
Nick.
hold on. Before you get to that part, so you have the
and
orgasm.
It's not stuff.
Boom.
It's kids.
Hold on. Okay, it's kids. But when you have your orgasm, and then right when it gets to the end of it, you stop doing everything. You don't move it. You don't touch it. You don't grab it. Nothing. You don't push it out to come out with your, because you can push it out.
Wait, can you guys do that?
You can push it out without grabbing it. Yes, you can. That's how it shoots out because you're flinching your.
No, Gordy just shook his head no.
What?
I'm not saying he's wrong. I'm just saying this is like science class for me. I'm trying to take notes. Like,
so listen. So before you start pushing anything out, so basically you make it to where like if your dick was soft, you just let it sit there for about 2 to 3 seconds. So nothing should be coming out, and then boom, you start going again, And then I'm telling you, dude, you will have a second orgasm. Unless I'm the only psycho that does this. I highly doubt I'm the only one. So please, Gordy. And the second one is better than the first one, just so you know.
What if it doesn't work for him?
He's going to try until it does. It took me a lot of practice. So
How'd you learn it?
you know what? I did it by
girls.
accident. I did it by accident one day. I was like jerking off. This is a long
Okay.
time ago. It was a long time ago. I was jerking
Don't
off.
forget to get your taxes in.
Yeah, Jesus. That was a long time ago. Whatever. I was like jerking off. Hey, you know what? If
If
everybody,
you say that
I
I'm
guarantee-
jerking off one more time,
I guarantee
Nick, I
every
swear to
guy
God,
that
dude.
listens to this podcast would love to be able to do this. If they felt it one time, they would love to be able to do it. Even when yeah. Anyways, I was doing it. I had by accident. I was doing it, and then I came, and I like slipped because I was going hard. I was going really hard, and I slipped, and I like stopped, and my arm like cramped, but I like still wanted to finish it, so I grabbed it with the other hand to like get the rest of it out, and I had another orgasm. So then I was like, damn, I'm gonna work on this, and I kept doing it, and it took. Sometimes I wouldn't get it because I would wait too long,
Hold on.
so I got the timing down. You got to get the timing down of the second stroke.
Okay, so
And it
you had
works.
an
God, dude.
experience and you made an effort to nail it, to get it down.
I did, and I nailed it, babe. I never. When do I not get it now? She knows when I come because I'm like most people when they come they're like, huh, huh, huh. Not me. I like, huh,
You count? Do you count? One Mississippi. Do you count? 1 Mississippi, 2
No,
Mississippi,
I got
3
the feel-
Mississippi.
I got the feeling now.
No, it's
1
more like
alligator, 2
one in
alligator.
the Mississippi.
Maybe like let me see if
Two
I'm going and then you stop 1, 2,
It's the sound
3,
effects.
boom, you're back on it. And I'm
Boom.
telling you, if you don't, I mean, we could do it live if you just want to turn the
Oh
camera off.
my God. No.
No, for Gordy, let him practice it. I'm just kidding.
Because there's nothing hotter than hearing Nick being like, all right, give it a couple seconds.
Come on, Gordy, give it a go, buddy.
All right, coach. Put me in.
Wow, that would be
Oh.
hilarious. Do you want me to do it
No.
without the camera?
Nick,
Okay.
Jesus.
Then we can count out. How about we video it of me
No.
doing it? No, we're not going to show it on here, but we'll video it, and then we'll see how long I waited. You want to do that?
No,
Or
I,
you
I
can
don't want to
count.
participate
about-
in this.
What?
Yeah.
You don't want to? That's so fucked up. I can't even believe you just said that.
Is that, Gordy, is that, out of all the things that are fucked up, that's what's fucked up? Is me not
You don't
want
wanna-
to participate?
You don't want to.
No, I don't want to
That's
sit there
bullshit.
with a timer and be like, all right, babe, I'm starting now.
Well, you'll come first, right? And then I will. We'll do it together, and then you can count mine because.
and then
you
what
know,
do we do with that information?
we count for Gordy?
You write a book.
What if we got something here and we could change everybody's lives? What if nobody knows about this but me?
We can't make money off of that.
Are you sure about that?
Yeah. So there's no point in like writing a book.
Can we go back to the
Oh,
fact that Nick was going so hard that his arm cramped?
That's a typical thing for him.
yeah.
Like his arm, and then not only that, but he was prepared to make that switch and just switch hit just like that. Like, golly.
Yeah, it's funny. Yeah. It's hard to explain. There's a reason.
Oh no, I think you've explained plenty.
Yeah. Yeah. You know why.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
He'd use his toes if he could.
I would, dude. Yeah. It's
For
pretty
sure
bad.
he could.
Oh my
You know, you want to finish the job, so you grab it with the,
I mean,
what-
God gave you
can
two
you
hands.
yeah, we're gonna get into
You know what grosses me out is socks
what?
during sexy time.
Oh, she hates that I wear my
Dude,
socks.
he'll be butt ass
I do
naked
too.
with like almost knee socks on,
No, not knee socks.
and I look down and I'm like, ew. It's like,
Do you wear your socks when you have sex?
no,
No.
he's
I
normal.
don't want no socks, nothing.
Okay. Oh, I don't want any on her. That shit would gross me out.
Oh, thank you. You wear the socks.
Dude, I don't care if she's wearing a clown fucking nose, dude. I do not care about socks.
Okay,
Jesus
that I'm down to
Christ.
try.
Yeah. I don't
Order
care.
order Amazon me a clown nose. I want to try
You,
that.
you okay there, babe?
I got really excited
Yeah.
about the clown.
Put that clown nose in my yeah. Yeah, well, I'll do it. We could do it. We could. You know what pisses me off that we never did, and I mean, it doesn't piss me off, but we never showed on the Christmas video. We said that we were going to show the video of when you shaved my ass for Christmas.
Do you? Am
I'm really
I
upset
just
about
in
that.
like a really weird headspace?
Well, I wanted to show that. It could have been a part of the clip,
Nick's
you know?
like, I want everyone to see you shaving my ass, and I'm devastated that we haven't put the video.
But we talked about it, and like a lot of people brought it up to us and so I said, remember we had talked about that we were going to do it on the Christmas episode. We were going to show what we did on Christmas Day.
I think it's funny, but
It was.
also a little bit scared
I wasn't
to
gonna
put
show.
that
I
out.
wasn't going to show the video. I was just going to show a picture of you behind my. You could just see you behind me. We could have blurred out my ass.
Yeah.
You know,
Huh.
whatever.
That would be the premium content subscription
Yeah,
model coming
that's
soon.
a good idea. Premium content,
And we'll
goes
put it on our
on
Heather whatever OnlyFans.
OnlyFans. Yeah,
Uh-huh.
And then Nick can give you the tutorial on the.
is
That's
OnlyFans
right.
still doing good? Do you know? Is
I
people
think
still,
so.
They are.
There's a couple other things now. Like there's OnlyFans. There's also like I don't know, it's like Fan Space or something like that. Because it's not OnlyFans. They just fired one of the wrestlers. Mandy Rose got fired because she had that account. It wasn't OnlyFans though, but it was similar.
Mandy
Just-
Rose, who's
Mandy, yeah.
Is that WWE or something?
Yeah, and she was doing this, and they found out that she was doing it. And
What's
like,
wrong
they
with her
fired
doing
over
that?
it.
Was she
I don't
fucking
know.
people or like jamming stuff in her or like what was she
No, I
doing?
have no idea what. I don't think she was. I think they were just like, they were just hot pictures.
They
they
obviously
weren't-
had some kind of a contract breach. She wasn't
Yeah, it
supposed to
was
do
kind
that.
of a contract breach situation. But
Is
I
she
can't
a
remember the name
big
of their
wrestler?
website, though.
Is she a
Yeah,
big
she
wrestler?
was. Yeah, she was.
Oh, really? Do you know
for
who
sure.
that is, babe?
Mm-mm.
You know, when I first met Heather, she was all
I
about
loved
it.
WWE.
Like, and you know, when I first met her, she trained to do that. She wanted to do that, and she
Fan Time. That's the name of it. Fan Time.
Fan Time. It's kind of like Sign Time. Remember Sign Time?
Yeah.
Sign
You were gonna
time.
be a
Sign
wrestler.
Time. Yeah, she got video.
wanted
If you go to
to.
her Instagram, you can see videos of her like training
Learning.
for it. She was.
I was supposed to do this show. It's like a whole thing, but it didn't work out.
I think you could. I think you can still do it.
No.
I think we can still make that happen.
My dad, like, he loves like martial arts and WWE. So like growing up, like I watched WWE over UFC. Like that just was in our household.
Yeah.
And
Oh, so you like the fake wrestling?
well, I just grew up with WWE. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Is it-
I like, I loved it so much. And then I was like, I want to do that. Like I want to be up there. So for the longest time, that was like something I wanted to do. And then I got this opportunity to be on the show, and I trained for it and they paid for it. Like this, it was like a whole thing. And then it like ended up not working out, but it was fun. I'm going to tell you right now though, the training for that is intense.
It's insane. Yeah.
My
You have-
body hurt. Oh, it's like, because you're learning how to fall. Like you're
Yeah.
learning your like you're gonna get hurt along the way. Like
That's how she learned to smash my head into the wall.
that was
That's
one
right.
time,
Exactly.
Yeah,
and you
but that's
kind of
where
leaned
she got
forward.
You leaned into it. The fall. Yeah, the falls.
Babe,
and all
I
that
know
are
I
real.
deserved it. I'm not saying I didn't. I
But-
The
deserved it.
falls and
I
all
think
that are
it's
totally real.
so, but I feel so bad about that because if I think about it in hindsight, like it was over you not taking the kids with you to get a haircut, is really what it
Yeah.
was, which is so stupid. But
Did you
I
have
don't
a
know, I
wrestling character name?
deserved
Like,
it.
did you have your
Yeah,
character
did you? I
figured
don't
out?
remember.
I think I did. I don't remember. I think there were like a lot of options. Well, I think when I was going to do the show, like butts were coming in, and I got blessed to have one, and so it had something to do with that. Like I had like a booty buster move that I was working on.
Ah.
And, like,
Ooh, that's hot.
yeah,
Was it
just
like
a bunch of-
you bounced off their head and farted?
Nailed it.
Yeah. Hell
I
yeah.
queefed a little too,
Do you
just for the
remember?
surprise.
Do you remember that one wrestler? I can't remember his name.
Yokozuna used to do it.
That is, and he would put his butt on their face.
They called it the stink. And Rikishi used to do it actually.
Dude,
Rikishi,
that
which
is
Yokozuna's
crazy. You
son.
couldn't fucking. I don't care how fake it is. Get
They
that.
called that the stink face. Oh no, it was not. Yeah, no, it was not. It was not.
And he had a big old fucking ass, dude. It was huge. It could have put. You could have fit 10 fucking heads under there like they were hatching eggs.
So this dude was telling a story recently about like on TikTok, one of these old school wrestlers talking to Trick about Andre the Giant. Andre used to do that too, and if he didn't like you, he would mess with you bad. Like he would hurt you in the ring and be an asshole on purpose because he just didn't
Hurt
like
you?
He would hurt you in the ring, like for sure. So one day, apparently, like Andre ate, I don't know what he ate before the match,
Oh
but he
my
basically
God.
shit himself in his leotard.
Oh my
thing.
God, Andre
And
the
then-
Giant. That dude's probably got some big old shits too.
And then, and it was like coming out the side of his freaking unitard, and he
my
stink faced this dude in the corner, and this shit got all over the guy during the match. And
What?
anyway, yeah,
Is there footage
yeah.
of that? Is there footage of it?
it was probably an old '70s footage match. It was probably a dark
Holy
match,
shit.
no TV.
Yeah,
But yeah, no, that's just gross. There's some gross things, but
that is
no.
crazy.
I think Heather missed her calling. I think she could have been a
I-
WWE diva.
You know what? I think she definitely had to look for it, and I think that she was pretty crazy. You know, like big personality type stuff. But I don't know. Like, it would have been crazy to see you on there. It was when I first met her. She was like, I remember I saw her Instagram, and she was doing all these videos of her. She had like a videographer following her around doing these. Doing the stuff for it, and I remember I was like, what the fuck, is this chick a fighter? Or like, I didn't.
Nice.
And then I was like, oh, it's just fake fighting, never mind. Remember the one you did at the park though? Remember the one you did at the park
That one
where
was sick. It
the
was a
guy
stunt. Oh.
acted like he was attacking her, and she flipped him over, like hip throwed him
Mhm.
over her back, and then put him in an armbar. Remember when you got that one guy in the armbar and you did it too hard and he got pissed at you?
Yeah.
Because she was like, well, just don't do R, and Heather's like, I won't, yeah, and just freaking
Tears his shoulder out of socket. Yeah, that's crazy.
and
Yeah.
he got kind of mad, right? Not
that
mad,
kind of
but-
reminds me. I went on a date with a stunt person. Dude, I got to tell you guys this story. I don't think I ever told you this story.
you did. I remember this.
Okay.
Well, I don't remember the whole story, but I do
He
remember
was like,
the stunt guy.
he was he did like big. I mean, he was well known stunt.
Let me guess, he was Brad Pitt's stunt guy.
No,
Fucking
he did
nerd.
Batman and like those ones, like
Oh.
those, and he did Pirates of the Caribbean. He did a Johnny Depp one. I don't remember which one it was. Like, he just was well known for doing stunts. And I didn't know at first. I got set up with him through like a blind date kind of a thing, and I didn't exactly know. And so we went to the Huntington Orange County Fair. I think was like the first time I met him in person, and he was like cool. Like he was like really nice. Like, he threw me off. Like, he was like super nice, respectful, like wouldn't stop staring at me, just all the things you want on a first date. And so we continued to talk.
Was he
after
really
that.
good looking?
No. Yes and no. Like, he looked like a movie, like someone that would be in movies because he kind of had
But
to.
you're
but
already
he
like
looked,
married to something like that for a while.
no, but he, yeah, never doing that again. But he had like you know what's interesting about him is he looked like he could be different people, which I think is why he was good at his job. Like, he had one of those faces where like you could see. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know how to explain
Yeah.
it.
Stuntmen look stunt people look just enough like the
Everybody.
star to where when the screen
everybody.
kind of blurs by,
Yeah,
you
exactly.
can't tell. Yeah.
And so I was like, what do you do? And like, we kept talking, and then I was like, what do you do? And he was like, he told me what he did. And he like,
Get lit on fire for a living. I crash cars.
yeah, he was like he was like working a job, and he would send me like these videos of like his work. And I was like tripping out because keep in mind, I wanted to do WWE, you know, which is similar because you have to do stunt training to do that. And so I asked him a lot of questions, and I was like, hey, like,
Wait, was he the guy you did the stunt thing with?
no.
Oh, I was
No,
about to
hell
say,
no.
you
He-
post
no.
that shit on your face, Instagram?
No, he was under contract with like Paramount Studio. Like, he wouldn't be able to do that because I asked him to train me. He couldn't. Like, that's just not.
Yeah.
They're really strict about that. And so I ended up going to his house for dinner. Okay.
Oh yeah, you're giving it up on the first night.
No, this wasn't the first night.
Oh, on
This
the
was
second
like
night?
after talking. No, this is like 2 weeks of talking. He invites me
shit.
over for dinner, and I go to his house. And
Did he have a nice house?
yeah, but he had like a hippie house, which I didn't
Oh,
expect
wow.
because he didn't come across like that.
Did he smoke weed or anything?
So no,
Oh.
he didn't drink either. He was like sober, and so I
was he in good shape?
yeah,
So he was like buff or just kind of like thin
no,
in
he was
shape?
like athletic in shape,
Yeah.
not too bulky,
Okay.
not like super skinny, just like normal. I don't know, and so I didn't hook up with him. So let's just start.
You
that.
didn't hook up with him?
No, I'm gonna tell you why.
Okay.
But at first, I was like really interested in him because he didn't want to have his own kids, but he like was cool with me having kids. Like, he wanted kids, he just didn't want to like have his own kids.
Yeah.
But that was probably bullshit. Anyway,
Yeah.
and like just super nice guy, like just really, really respectful, which I really liked a lot. And I liked what he did for work. Like, it was fascinating to like see these videos and this crazy stuff because it was showing me like a whole new world, you know? So anyway, we're at dinner at his dining table and he's talking, and then he like goes into left field. All right. He goes on about like alien abduction and
Oh,
like
fuck yeah.
how they tried to get him and like,
Nice.
dude, you guys, I was sitting there like, this is a fucking joke. Like, I was laughing it off because it didn't register. Like, oh, he's like actually telling me a story that has happened to him. And then I was kind of like, you don't believe in God? Like I was just thrown off. I don't know, because I believe in God. So I was like, this isn't gonna work. But I wanted to hear what he had to say. So like I was just listening to him. And
You wanted to hear what he had to say because you wanted to use it one day on this podcast.
Exactly.
Yes.
I didn't know. And so he's going on about like how an alien comes to visit him and like
Oh, shit.
and how like he had this room in his house that was like this really dark, gothic, like demonic, like creepy room. And he's like, this is where I meet him. And he's like, do you want to see the room? And I'm like, yeah, I want to see the room. And it was so fucking creepy, you guys. There was like anyway, long story short, it was like red paint on the walls, a bunch of weird like statues and weird shit in there with like one chair in the middle of the room. And I was like, I got to get the fuck out of here. Okay. So I'm like, thank you for dinner. Like, whatever. Have a good night. So I ghost him for a while. Okay. And you would think a person, because he like blew my phone up, like, hey, do you want to come to the studio today? Like, they're going to let you on the premises. I can get you a pass to Paramount, like all this stuff. Right. And I was like, ghosted. And then I hear nothing
Did you
from
kiss
him.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Did you let him see? Were you sending him nudes?
No.
Though? Yeah, you were.
No.
Yeah, you were.
No, I wasn't.
You let him have a taste of it though. Like he saw
No.
something.
He didn't see anything.
Okay. All right. Whatever. So hold on a second.
So then the worst part was after being like, I'm ghosting him, I don't hear from him. Literally like months later, I get this random text of like, I can't remember the name. This alien had a name and he said the name. What was
Oh
it? It was
my
like, it was like a
God.
weird, like,
Walter.
it wasn't like a normal name like Steve. It was
Yeah.
like some weird ass name.
Okay.
Yeah. Like a
Yeah.
long, weird, like different language name, I guess. And he's like, so-and-so wants to meet you. Like, can you want to come and meet him? Like, I know you think I'm crazy, but I'm not. Like, you can meet like this
Why didn't you
whole
go
thing.
meet him?
Yeah. The
No.
whole story would,
I
story
was-
would be so
I
much
had
better.
moved on to somebody else. I was like,
of
this is
course you
bullshit.
didn't.
Now, here's the thing. I ran into, okay, so keep in mind, when we went to, like I said, we went to the fair in Huntington, Orange County Fair, he ran into a guy that was his friend. I never knew him, okay? I was working out at 24-Hour Gym in Woodland Hills. That guy was at that gym, right? And he was like, hey, I know you. And I'm like, I don't know you. I didn't click at first because I met him once and I didn't know him. And he's
Did you
like,
fuck that guy?
no. He
Oh.
was like, I met you. I think you were on a date with so-and-so. And I was like, oh, okay. I remember like the fair. I met you. And he's like, are you still seeing that guy? And I was like, no. And he was like, why? And I'm like, oh, we just like don't have like
He's a fucking
commonalities
weirdo.
there. And he goes, did he tell you about his alien friend? And then in that moment, I was like, are you so someone that set me up with him, I like lost my mind on them. I was like, are you fucking kidding me? And they didn't know. You know, they knew him from work, I guess, or something. And so he was like, yeah, he's been like hospitalized. So I guess what happened to him, well, I don't know if this is true. This is just what he said. Like he did a stunt in a vehicle that crashed and he had like severe, he was in a coma for like months. Right. And when he came out, it took him 2 years to be like, okay, to go back to work, and they let him go back to work, but he couldn't do like those stunts anymore, like the car stunts. And ever since like that situation he had, like he like kind of lost it. Like he just
Did the
like,
guy?
mental
Did
issues.
the guy that you saw at the gym? Did he try to hit on you though?
No, I never talked to him again.
No.
So what
you know what's crazy?
happened?
Yeah.
I
Go
was going
ahead.
to say what happened was you ghosted him, wouldn't go to dinner. He got depressed, fucked up the stunt,
Yep.
and
Yeah,
got
you ruined his
hospitalized.
life.
No,
So
that happened
basically-
before I met him.
Oh, got it.
Saying like in the past, like
Yeah.
he had like brain
A bad
trauma,
stunt,
so
yeah.
his mental state is not
You know what's crazy?
quote unquote what it was before. It's
Yeah, I
not
could see that
normal.
happening.
Yeah,
That
you know
sounds
what's
about right.
crazy is it sounds. But
Can
When
we
I-
just
when
talk
I
about the
met-
fact that I
hold
was in
on.
this guy's house that had a room for an alien meeting specifically?
Yeah.
Like, I could have been murdered.
well, I was getting into like, then you know what? That was like me going to the fucking tranny's house. I could have been
It's
murdered
a little
too.
bit different though.
Yeah, but it wasn't. Whatever. Okay, at least I got to know that one for a month and a half. Hey,
You were sending dick pics to a dude.
hey, babe, that's enough. I was not.
You're sending the like watch
Yeah.
me do 2-hand videos.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
My
Hey.
right arm got cramped.
Yeah. So, you know what's crazy is when I first met Heather, and actually not just when I first met her, fucking 2 years after I met her, the whole time, she still used to get text messages from dudes that she ghosted. Like, no joke, 2 years after we met. You might have you gotten any lately?
I don't know.
I'm telling you, even 2 years after I met, she'd get a text like, "Hey, Heather, this is so and so. Like, just what are you doing tonight? Or are you getting like just nonsense?" And it made me like realize how pathetic these guys were that she would allow to fucking talk to her. You know, like that's ridiculous.
Ooh, you just kind of
Because
put me down right
I'm
there.
going to tell you something. If somebody ghosted
So
me
you
for
can fuck Godzilla on your sister's couch, but God forbid I guess.
Hey, I was right now though.
Pathetic,
I
like,
happened one bad time for me. The rest, like, don't even try that. But
got
what I'm trying to tell
Dracula
you, what I'm
fucking
telling you is that no,
Uh-huh.
what I'm saying is like if somebody told me, or if someone ghosted me for 2 years, it's obviously over. I mean, you're not even going to try it to
Yeah,
that point.
you do what
Like,
any adult does, and you just start talking shit about them to everybody
yeah,
else.
you don't. These,
Duh.
yeah, that's crazy. Like, I don't know.
I think
Yeah.
I'm just special.
Yeah,
I'm just
I
kidding.
guess so.
Could be, yeah. No, you
Every
do
time it
any-
would happen, this is what I mean by it. Every time it would happen, unless she's lying to me, I go, "Who was that? This guy you dated?" No. I'm like, "Did you hook up with him?" No. And I'm like, "So you're telling me some dude didn't get that pussy, didn't fucking hook up with you, you didn't even act like you wanted, and he's still trying 2 years later, 3 years later?"
I think maybe 1 or 2 out of the people I did
Oh.
have like a thing with, but a lot of them, like you guys have to remember, I told you guys this already on the podcast, like earlier episodes. Like I was constantly talking to a lot of people. That doesn't mean I'm getting in there. It's just I like the attention, and so it was kind of like having something you can't have, or like wanting something you can't have, and I made people emotionally get attached to me. Not just, it's not like a physical thing, just to be like, all right, I'm bored, bye, you know? So I don't know, maybe. And 2, guys are just weird. They reach out to the hobbits down the street. They don't give a shit who they
I
reach
never
out
did.
to. I don't.
I didn't.
You had a few.
I
hobbits,
went
you had a
from,
few
like-
hobbits, yeah.
Yeah. I went from, here we are, that one's over, here we are.
No,
that one's
you've
over.
had a few reach around.
No, I have not.
But I mean, before
Reach
me.
arounders? Is that what you said?
Reach your outers.
Oh,
like,
reacher outers.
yeah, you.
Where
had
they
some.
reached out to me?
Yeah,
No.
yeah.
Maybe like one, but we're talking maybe a few months after, but not like years.
No, I mean, like that one time I had a crazy moment. I went through your old phone, like before me. Like you kind of like circulated. You alternated is the word. I'm sorry. You like alternated between people. Like
no,
it's
there
a
was
3-month
one.
thing,
There
and
was
then
one
hey, and
person.
then-
There was one person that I did that with.
The
And you know
nurse?
who it is? Yeah, there was one person I did that with. Like it was kind of like it's on, then like no.
There was this one naked photo in this text messages that
Oh,
Nick had, and it was this chick who's like had a kind of like a beer belly, kind of. I couldn't really
Babe,
tell.
don't even try that shit with me. Don't even try to say some shit like that. There was nobody that had a beer belly on my fucking thing. Don't even try that shit. You know that's
leg
not true.
tattoos. Her stomach was tattooed, and you're like, it's just this mom I was talking. You told me first you didn't know who
Wait,
it was.
what?
Yeah, you said it was just someone you talked to that you never even met. Like it was someone from online, and you were like sending each other like sexual stuff.
Wait, was it on text message
Yeah.
or? Do you remember what the name was?
No.
Huh.
Yeah.
I don't remember anybody had a beer belly.
Rimland.
I didn't fuck with beer bellies.
You
I'm
could
sorry.
tell she probably had like 4 kids and she had like a pooch, but
No.
that wasn't the problem. It was
No.
the tattoos all over. It was just not.
Yeah, then it wasn't someone I hooked up with because I never hooked up when they had a bunch of tattoos. So
Yeah,
I know that. from-
but you were just
Yeah.
casually like, here's my dick. And
Yeah.
she was like, here's my.
Hey, babe, I've been through your phone too, and there was a lot of fucking nudes in there that you were sending people. Oh, I'm not even going to get into one that I saw one time that was even worse.
What?
Can I say it? Are you okay with
Can
it?
you whisper it first? Okay, say it.
It was you having fun time by yourself.
No, yeah, man. But I don't show.
Yeah.
It's not an up close shot.
Yep.
That
Up
I
close.
sent.
Up close.
Not that I sent.
Didn't go to me. Yep.
What?
Up
Who?
close.
Who did I
I
send
don't
it to?
know.
No, I don't do
You
that.
were even
I
like
always
saying
did
there.
the
You were
side.
even talking to them in the video. Like,
You are. I'll fucking pull up all my shit right now. That for sure is not.
no, I don't know if you're talking to them, but you were.
It wouldn't have been an up close shot. I'd never take those.
It was like from here, and
But
it
you
was
can't.
showing
Yes,
down
yes,
here.
yes.
Oh
but
no,
you
no!
can't really
Oh, hold
see.
on! But it came around, and you could
But-
see it right in there, and then.
But I was covering.
Nope,
covering.
not covering.
Yeah, I was covering.
And a lot of nudies. You took a lot of nudies.
I loved my body.
Yeah, you took a lot of nudies.
That
Dude,
doesn't
y'all-
mean I sent all of them. I just loved my body so much.
Y'all
Here's
cell
how I
phone-
know.
y'all
She
cell
sent me
phones
a
are
ton of
wild.
nudies. She sent me a ton of nudies when we first met. I remember the first time
We
she
were
sent
long
me.
distance.
Yeah, I remember when she
What are you
sent.
talking
She sent me a
about?
video. Yeah, she sent me a video of the first time I got to see her naked, and I was like, God damn.
He told me that he thought I was gonna have fucked up tits.
did.
From breastfeeding two
Dude,
kids.
her tits are fucking.
And I was like so
Perfect.
offended.
Yeah,
And
I'm
that's
sure.
the reason why I sent the video because I was like,
I didn't say that you were to your face. I just thought in my mind, I was like,
I
I didn't
didn't
say they were
mind
gonna
reading.
be. I didn't say they were gonna be fucked up. I just thought, well, they're probably gonna look not as like fresh. Maybe I don't know. I thought maybe they're gonna be
it's
have.
gonna look as old as that milk you left out.
But
when you
dude, they
fucking had a
look.
late night
They
snack.
didn't. They
It
look
looked-
like and felt like no kids had ever come out. It was crazy. So, yeah, I was-
y'all cell phones are wild.
yeah, they are.
Wild. I've never
we were long
received
distance. Yeah, we were
nor
long
sent
distance
a
for a
naked
while.
picture.
Are you fucking
What?
kidding me?
Never.
You're a virgin.
Never.
Yeah, we've been married for a long time, so you
But
have.
even before that, when
You
that
don't
was,
send anything nude to your wife or anything?
I'm gonna
No.
say you wearing
You
that
don't ever.
mask. You wearing that mask is giving the vibes that you've
Yeah.
never gotten a nude picture.
you know, you know, you should.
Fuck, at least you don't have to be careful on your phone. You can fucking let anyone have that phone. Remember
Oh
when
my
I told
God.
you guys our house got raided, right? And the cops took my
Yeah.
phone?
Yeah. Oh
They
my
fucking
god.
have.
They scored.
They have pictures of me taking selfies with Nick's dick with glasses over it and like
See?
weird shit. Like,
Oh,
just
yeah.
so. Oh my, him.
The-
Oh my god.
They're like, we
There's a
found no
picture-
criminal wrongdoing, but these people are freaks.
Yeah,
That's what
is.
I'm most embarrassed about. Was like the freaking photos.
And they saw it, so they know what's up. Yeah, we've had. Oh man,
We've had like
yeah.
some funny ones.
Yeah, that one she's talking about though is really funny because she's on her knees, and we had just like, whatever, we were just hanging out, and she put a pair of glasses over my.
So it looked like an
So it
elephant
looked like
trunk
my
with like
thing was
glasses.
the nose, and then she had her shirt tied up and her boobs were hanging out right here, and then she put her pair of glasses on over her.
Oh my god.
Like if you saw it, you'd laugh.
You'd
but
like I wish
yeah.
you could post stuff like that because it's so fun. It's not sexualized. at all. It's
OnlyFans you
hilarious.
could, but
It's so freaking funny. You know what's the worst though?
actually
is
that'd be a good OnlyFans. Just don't show her face.
I just hilarious photos.
Yeah.
I used to take photos of Nick's balls laying down,
Oh
like
my god, dude.
fucked up. Like if it's hot, and
Yeah.
he's like laying down, like a ball's like stuck to his leg, or like just a fucked up photo of his dick not looking good. So when
Yeah.
we would fight, I would send it to him just to like humble his ass.
Yeah.
I bet the cops saw
They did.
all of those photos of like these fucking people.
But
dude.
there was a lot of
a lot
the
of
bad
you
thing-
snoring, a lot of just
yeah,
crazy.
there's a lot of videos of us having sex though.
Yeah, because we'd send it to each other, like later. Just we'd be at the tax office, and I'm just like, surprise, and
Yeah.
just fun, just marriage stuff. I don't know. Maybe we're not normal.
No.
No.
No, not at all. But it's okay.
Really?
That's your thing. Do
Your
you?
wife doesn't when she's at work. She doesn't go in the bathroom and like slip one titty out and send you a picture just to make
No.
your day. Oh,
No.
Jesus, babe.
maybe
Yeah.
I need therapy.
No, I don't think so.
I
No,
tried
he-
going to therapy. It sucked. Remember when I went?
Yeah.
I just don't like it.
Well,
Yeah.
it's funny. You're okay with strangers going through your phone and seeing all these
Oh, I'm
these
not okay
sexy
with it.
pictures.
Yeah.
But you're like, I don't want to open up to a stranger verbally. But yeah, the cops have
Yeah.
my phone with all the naked pics.
Yeah.
That's fine. Haha, that's funny.
Well, I guess I think about it like this, like one, like they're invading my privacy, so it's
Yeah.
not like I'm like posting it or
And who
putting
gives
it
a
out
shit? We're
there.
never gonna see those people.
And
you
good,
know?
I'm sure. You know what? I made their day.
I bet they were like, "Damn."
I bet they're
Yeah.
like, look at these weirdos. They're definitely not doing like, I don't know.
You think as a cop, if you were going through the phone, like because you had to, and you kept seeing all this fucking craziness, do you think you got in? You think they got hard looking at
No,
that?
I think these
Or
cops
their
have
pussies got
seen
wet if it
so
was a
much
woman?
child pornography that they
Yeah,
don't
you're
even
right.
sexualize nude
I guess
photos
that's like me
anymore.
saying, do you think a doctor, when you pull your pants down to gynecologists, do they get hard when they look at you? They don't. get
I
hard.
know that lady fucking got moist when she was checking your balls at eye level and telling you how big your dick was.
She didn't say how big. She didn't say.
Yeah,
She said
she did.
she said your you're right, it's big, my ball, because it had swollen really bad. But in my mind, I was going, that's right, it's big, bitch. I was living my fantasy.
Yeah,
my doctor's thing. Yeah.
Too bad it wasn't like a stepbrother or stepsister. That's
Oh
your
man!
fantasy.
Every time we watch something, that's so funny. We talk about. She always brings that up. Like, what were we watching the other day when they were talking about that? Like, it's so funny.
No, we watched that movie. Remember when they ended up being related? Or I don't think you finished it. You started it with me.
Oh, I was done right when I heard stepsister.
Nick was like, "I'm gonna go to the bathroom real quick and handle some shit." Nick's like porn history was like, stepbrother walks in on stepsister masturbating, or stepmom, or like all this.
That
like,
is
weird...
not all I watch. Jeez, we watched it together a bunch of times, so it's not like it was just me. But it's just kind of like it was just kind of
because it's wrong.
It's wrong. Yeah, I think there's something about it being.
Or no,
wrong.
his favorite is the ones that are like stuck in washers, like washers.
Oh,
or
dude, there's
dryers.
nothing better.
He loves
nothing
those.
better than, hey, come get me out of my hand's stuck in the garbage disposal and I can't get it out. And he's like, oh, you need help? Let me lift your skirt up and fucking start. That. Yeah, I know it's fucked up, Gordy. Don't judge me. I'm whack, dude.
No, not judging.
Yeah.
Gordy's like, you should see what I watch.
Yeah.
Let's wrap it up. Time to wrap it up.
Yeah.
The show's over. Wrap it up.
Yeah.
I know the
funny.
show is over.
Is it?
Man.
How long's this been? Are we? No, it doesn't. All right. Well, what do you say, babe? Is that
he
it?
Paused? Look at him looking at.
No, I'm just waiting for you to finish this thing out.
Sorry.
right.
Okay.
That's what she said. Go ahead.
Yeah.
All right. This episode was brought to you by the one and only Heather Presley. You can find all of her merchandise at theheatherpresley.com. And don't forget to use discount code 2023 for 60% off your entire order with free shipping over $100. And we'll see you guys next week.